Hi, my name is Taylor and I am the owner of Mint by Lynn, which is a small clothing and accessory shop on Etsy, so come check me out. So I am so excited. Okay, so next week from today, I will be leaving for Anime USA, which is my first ever anime convention. I am so excited. So I have been to Anime USA back in like 2014 or 2015, one of those. And I was there as a guest and it was so fun. I've only done Comic Cons up to this point. That's just how scheduling ended up working out. So my next three cons are all anime and gaming cons. But I almost didn't get into this con. I was waitlisted and then I had gotten an email being like, "Welcome to the Hunger Games." And I was like, what? So basically, for their waitlisters, they were like, whoever responds to an email first that I send out this specific date will get the table. So here I am at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday evening, refreshing my email until, by the way, she was late on the email, so I was refreshing with anxiety for about 7 or 8 minutes. Waiting for this email, and all we had to do was reply yes. And so I was like, oh my god, finally it came, and I responded. Julie was helping me out. She actually noticed the email first because I had looked up for just a moment of weakness. And I ended up checking later. I was like, you know what? I'm putting the phone down and I will look in a few hours, see if I got it. And then I miraculously got an email being like, congratulations, you won the Hunger Games. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, oh my god, that was crazy. I'm so glad I did not cancel my hotel reservation. I had gotten my hotel right when the hotel block opened, since this con is very far away from me. So I'm based in Philadelphia and this con is in Virginia. So, a little bit of a drive, but I'm excited to be in the hotel that the convention is at. But yeah, so as of today, we got a week left to do everything. So luckily, I didn't have too many t-shirt sales at Baltimore, so now I can just kind of restock. I have to restock like all of my bird shirts and all of my mischief shirts. I have to do a lot of tea dyeing. I gotta make some more scrunchies. I'm hoping I don't have to bleach anything for the mob shirts, but if I do, oh well. So at Comic Cons, I always brought like 2 of each size per shirt. And this one, I'm like, I have no idea. Because like, I know the trends of Comic Cons. I'm hoping that Artist Alley at an anime con is a knockout. Like, I'm really excited. Also, anime cons are so hard to get into. I can't believe I'm coming to this, just in general. But without further ado, let's get to sewing because Lord knows I got to do that. These are everything that I need to do. Alright, maybe this won't seem like a lot to you guys, but this is everything that I have to sew for. So this, I have to tea dye, which then turns into this, and I have to make birds, and sew everything, the tags, the shoulders on for that. Then I come down here, I got a bunch of scrunchies I need to sew, got a bunch of volleyballs I need to sew. The mob shirts are mostly done, I just have to add these seams on top and add the tag. This guy, I gotta do the seams on top, the tags, all that stuff, and same with these. So it's actually kind of a lot. Basically, I'm not gonna be allowed outside for the next week. I'm gonna be in my little basement dungeon sewing. Welcome, it is the Saturday before Anime USA, and today is a mega sewing day. So the t-shirts that I dyed yesterday are finishing up in the wash. So today we're gonna work on this massive pile of shirts. So let's just get on to that. Good morning. It is now this Sunday before Anime USA. Yesterday I sewed about 27 shirts, so that's crazy. Took about 9 hours, but so we finished the Mischief series, we finished the Dreamers, and we finished the Mob shirts. So those are all ready to go, and I'm hoping that I can get all my sewing done by the end of day Tuesday. That's the goal. That's the plan. Good morning. It is now the Tuesday before Anime USA. Pretty much finished the bird shirts. I just have to iron them, and I prepped all of my scrunchies. So I'm gonna start sewing them. I have about, I don't know, a half hour this morning to sew before I go to work. And I'll come home and hopefully finish all the scrunchies and the volleyballs and just be done sewing. That's the goal. We'll see. Alright, just finished packaging up all of my shirts that I made in the past few days, and I also packaged up all my scrunchies. All that there's really left to make is a few volleyballs, and if I have time, maybe some new cat things, but it's lunchtime. Alright, it's about to be Halloween, and I just had an idea of making a cute little ghost boy cat toy. We'll see. So here's my little sketch, and this is me starting to like plan out the pattern. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I feel like I have both every idea and no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what's about to happen with this little guy, but I hope he turns out just like stupid cute. Okay. So from this little guy, I have some notes. One, this arcs too much, so I need to like cut this to not arc so much. Two, it kind of looks like a little bird from the side. We love that. Three, I can't tell if I feel like it needs to have bigger little hands. Or it needs something. Four, do I add little, like, ears? Probably not. It could be cute. Maybe in the Sherpa fabric, it'll give it a little bit more. The eyes are definitely gonna be bigger than this. It's like holding a little cloud. Oh my god. I feel like I'm going insane. I still have to make my volleyballs. But I was like, ghosty boy. Alright, so it's officially the day before we leave for Anime USA. So I just finished making these little guys, and I think we've landed on calling them little guys. Just a few of them for this con, see if they sell, if they don't. Oh well. Let's talk about what I think is going to happen. So first we'll set our goals. So as always, we'll shoot for 200 sales for the whole weekend. And then we will always go for the can we sell out of at least one thing. I do think this will be better than other cons, but it is a lot smaller of an artist alley. So that can go one of two ways. One, maybe there's just not as many people, but I always remember this as being like a bigger con, but I was also like 15 last time I was here. So maybe I'm perceiving wrong, but that's okay. Or, so either there's not many customers, or there's a lot and their choices are limited, which means more people aren't like torn between different booths and such like that. All I have to do is finish packing up my shirts, print out a few things, and then we'll be leaving bright and early in the morning. So yeah, bye.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's a nice view. The pool is very pretty.
It's green!
The green pool. The algae pool.
It is so green. Alright, so we are about halfway through Friday. We had some great sales so far. We had one returning customer who bought all 3 of my scrunchies, a little guy, and a volleyball. It was super fun. I love seeing them again. I hope they enjoy everything.
Did y'all need Wi-Fi?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye-bye. But yeah, it was so nice seeing them. It was so nice meeting some new artists and such. Can't wait to see if it picks up a little bit more on Friday here. But I think it's going to be a really great Saturday and Sunday. Alright, so Friday is complete. Today started off really fun. We met one of the workers. I'm like, hello, Oki. And he was showing us to where we needed to go. So, great. Got lost. Loved it. Had a great time. The artist alley itself, I was not expecting it to look like that. The ceilings were pretty low. The lighting was alright. Definitely not the worst lighting I've ever been in. I don't know how I feel about having to go through the dealer's room to get to the artist alley. So like the artist alley is tucked in the back room of the dealer's room. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. The artist alley itself is actually pretty small. Mostly in comparison to some of the ones I was just in. But the artists are really fun, really cute. I met a few of them today. Hoping we get to still chill and everything tomorrow. So let's talk sales. Left my product list in the artist alley, but from what I remember, I believe I made about 27, 28 sales for Friday. So I would say that's pretty on par with what happened at Baltimore. It was pretty dead today for Friday, which makes sense. Kids are in school now. People are at work. They're not coming until Saturday, Sunday. At least that's what we all hope. It's nice to see different things getting sold. So I was hoping this would happen, and it did. So let's see. Scissor 7 stuff. I'm so excited that people like know what it is here. So Scissor 7 stuff is doing well. Of course, there's Turtle Ducks and Mischief stuff is doing all right. But I sold 2 blow-off hoodies on a Friday. Like that doesn't happen, or at least it hasn't happened yet. So I just like to see that we're selling some t-shirts. Something that helps is that there's only like 1 or 2 other people selling apparel in the artist alley. Definitely a lot of prints and stuff like that, which is like fine. It's just nice to stand out a little bit. Probably already mentioned this earlier, but I had a returning customer who just went ham, and I can't believe I got here to this point where even just after this being like my 4th ever convention, the fact that I have like customers who are like, I remember you, I love your stuff, let me buy more. Like that's everything. It's everything. But yeah, I'm super excited for tomorrow. I'm hoping like 15, 20 times the amount of people that were here today. But yeah, I'm going to finish my Domino's pizza and get ready for bed. Tomorrow we're gonna be cosplaying Mista and Sex Pistols, so like I gotta get up early to do that. But yeah, see you tomorrow.
Good morning.
Alright, welcome to Saturday. Every time I come in here, I have an irrational fear that this entire thing is just going to be on the floor, but she's still standing. There's a few things I had to re-put up, some of the patches fell down. But yeah, so I'm thinking about what I want to do for next convention and how to like make the stand pop out more. I think right now it's just all kind of to one level. So I think for next time I want to build a like diagonal board that goes up here and lay the shirts on that, just to kind of give it a little bit more levels and maybe have something propped up more over here as well. But yeah, I think today's gonna go well. We had some really great customers come by yesterday, met some really cool people, so I am excited to see what happens today. Before 3 p.m. and we just sold out our last little guy. So exciting! You see it? It's us. Literally me. Alright. Day 2 is complete. Alright, so that concludes Saturday. So, not gonna lie, it was pretty dead. I went into this con thinking it was going to be the best selling I've ever had. And it is so far the worst I've had. From the people I did meet today, thank you guys. You guys were amazing. I actually had somebody today who has seen my YouTube videos. That's so cool, honestly. All of the little guys sold out. What more could I ask for? At the end of the day, we did get 52 sales. In comparison, let's say I average, so 2 of my cons have been in the 70s, and the first con I ever did was over 100. So it does feel pretty low for me, but it was still cute. I still liked the people that were here and the vibe. Did some really fun artist trades. I was even invited to an artist Discord, which was really exciting. Everyone's so cool, honestly, that it's like I feel very thankful that I'm making friends and like meeting people. So again, at the end of this video, I'm gonna be doing my little thing where I'm like, these are the really cool people I met. Please go follow them and check them out because they deserve all the love as well. But yeah, we met the English voice actor for Mista, so that was very cool. You know, so I had a good time today, a lot of fun things. I got a commission done of me and my friend with Mista and Sex Pistols, loved that. And yeah, so overall today was like pretty good. By the end, we were feeling pretty dead, but you know, we got through it. We got some Chick-fil-A, we're rejuvenating, and we will be ready to go tomorrow. Another rainy day here in Arlington, Virginia. Headed off into our last day at Anime USA. I hope it goes super well. How's it feel?
Oh, it's so soft. It's so soft.
That's what we like to hear.
Yes.
Alright, so it's been a few days since the end of the con. I'm ready to kind of share my feelings. Mixed feelings, but it kind of went from me being like, oh man, this really was not my best con, to being like, wait, actually it was pretty on par with the rest of them. So the main thing that I say we as in a lot of the artists in the alley, we were all kind of like, there's no one here. As in, like, the attendance was pretty low. I blame, as well as everyone else decided to blame, that it was the weather. It was raining all weekend long. And I think there was a forecast that it was going to be a lot worse than what it ended up being, which I think really ended up hurting the artist alley a bit. But, you know, from the people that did attend, my sales were not bad, which makes me think if I went to a very well attended show, that I think I do really well. So basically I had the lowest number of sales that I've had in the last, well, now the 4 conventions I've been to. Lowest number of sales, but second highest money, dollar signs. So it was really interesting. So at this one, it was less about the stickers, whereas Baltimore was like, most of my sales were stickers. But this one was all like higher priced items. So it kind of ended up putting it up with the rest of the cons that I've been to anyway. The main thing that really took away from the profit was the hotel. Was having a hotel where you didn't have to leave. Was that nice? Yeah. But did it eat up half the profit? Yeah. So quite unfortunate about that. At least my next 2 cons, which are Puchi and J1 Con, they are all ones that I don't have to pay for housing. So I think that'll be really nice. I feel bad because some of the artists actually dipped before Sunday, because it was just that slow. I didn't think it was that bad. Hold on. I have a little menace walking on some water bottles right now. Say hello, chef. She's like, please leave me alone. But yeah, so I feel bad that some people dipped. Some people dipped early on Sunday. I will stand by staying until the final hour because I actually ended up getting like 10 sales in the last hour, and that wouldn't have happened if I had packed up early, so I stick by it. I paid for the table, I'm gonna be there the whole time. But maybe that's just I'm still new to this kind of mindset. I don't know. But all right, so let's talk about what sold and what didn't. Okay, so I ended up selling 21 shirts, which is pretty good considering the last con at Baltimore, I only sold 12 shirts, and the highest sold is at FlameCon with 25. So Anime USA was definitely up there and on par with what my average is in terms of selling shirts. So Bird and Mischief, always on top. That's just how it is. Sold 21 scrunchies. I'd say that's pretty good as well. And then Haikyuu, cat volleyballs always do well, so I sold 5 of the 6 that I brought. Spy Family patch actually did really well, so that's exciting. It's something new that I haven't seen like as a bestseller for a while. Darling Demon stuff, always up there. Turtle Ducks, always the things that pay my bills, you know. So yeah, I think what sold was really interesting. T-shirt wise, so I didn't know what to expect from this con, so I ended up bringing like a lot of Mischief and a lot of Bird and a bunch of Mob. I only ended up selling 1 Mob shirt, which is like fine, but I'm glad I did bring a lot, because for the Bird I ended up selling 4 mediums when I usually only bring 2 of each size. So if I hadn't brought that many, I wouldn't have sold that many. So I don't mind. She's being so cute. I forgot what I was talking about, but that's okay. Anyway, so number of shirts. So I ended up bringing a bunch. I would say that the sizes, if you wanted to bring extra sizes of, I would do mediums and larges. I feel like those are the ones that sell out first for me so far at every con. So I definitely would suggest making more of those if you were going to do that. And I would say for like small things, I would say bring at least 10 of everything. And for stickers though, my best seller stickers usually make about 25 sales. So I would bring at least 30 stickers of each, especially what you think is your best seller, just so you can have enough stock for everything. But yeah, so overall I don't think this con was really bad. Something that was great was that it was a very small artist alley, especially in comparison to the last few I've been to, but since it was a small artist alley and it was not super poppin' the whole weekend, I got to meet a lot of cool artists, and usually I only get to meet like maybe 5 artists, but I feel like I met like and had a substantial conversation with a lot. I even got added to an artist Discord, and everyone is super great, and yeah, everyone is just really nice and great, and I feel very lucky that I got to do that. So I would love to also share with you some of the artists I've met. I wasn't able to get videos of everyone, but you know, everyone was super great. They all had great things, had great attitudes, and I really hope to kind of remain as like artist friends with them all. So thank you guys for making it a great con, both the attendees as well as the artists. Will I go back to Anime USA? So at first I was like, I don't know, just because the number of sales felt so low. Like I had the same number on Sunday as I did Friday, and I think I just hit like 150 sales or something like that for the whole weekend. But once I ran the numbers, it was like, oh, it actually wasn't too bad. I don't know, I think I would give it a shot. I did learn something really chaotic, and that was that almost all the people I met also won by Hunger Games. So I don't really know what happened with that. I don't know how many people actually got into the con and how many else were waitlisted. It was very weird. But you know, at least we got there and I got to meet the people I met. So yeah, again, love to raise up all my fellow artists because I think we all deserve it. So please follow their shops and get to know them as well. But yeah. Want to say thank you everyone for joining me at Anime USA. So again, next time we're going to PuchiCon and Camelback in Pennsylvania. So that'll be nice. I'm actually staying with my aunt, so that'll be really nice to see her and talk to them. Next video is probably going to be similar to this one, but again, totally different con. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this one, but my main thing was just getting as many cons as possible and testing the waters of what's good and what's not. So please like, comment, subscribe, all of those things, and I hope that we can hang out again, yeah? Bye!